Today we hope to right the wrongs of the last two episodes and hit a little bit of form as we meet two relegation teams today in episode as we try and cement our promotion credentials. Hello and welcome to episode number 20 of From the Bottom to the Top as we try and take a National League side, in this case a Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have two games for you. First up, we have the Vanarama League Match Day 35 against Slough Town. And then we play Dulwich Hamlet in Matchday 36. Both teams are currently in the relegation zone, as mentioned before. And we should, hopefully, pick up maximum points today. And if we don't, then things are definitely on the downward spiral, I would say, or we're going to bottle it, one of the two. Don't forget, if you do enjoy today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button, leave me a comment, let me know what you're thinking of the series so far, what you're thinking of the form that we're in, etc, etc. And thank you to all those who have commented so far. And it is much appreciated. Your support is always appreciated. Thank you very much for all that support that you have shown. Right, well, I think it's time we got into it, and get into it we will. We've played 4 games since you were last with us. You were last with us. We faced Braintree and Hemel Hempstead, a 4-2 loss in the National League. Yeah. I really don't know what to say about it. And then we went and lost 2-0 against Hemel Hempstead in the FA Trophy 4th round. I think it was tiredness. We've talked about it before. I think we're just playing too many games Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. Part-time team, we've gone a lot further in the FA Cup than we thought we were going to go. And I think it just really did impact on us, all those games moving around since then. We have had a little bit of a rest. We had a rest there, a 7-day rest there. We have played a Tuesday, Saturday, but since we played Wealdstone, we have had 7-day rest. So things haven't been too bad, but as you'll see, the results have started to pick up a little bit. A 2-0 win against our local rivals, Havant and Waterlooville, just down the road. It was a bit cagey, though, until the 74th minute when Spencer Spurway scored. Corner, inevitably. Evans and Spurway getting up, nodding that into the back of the net. 1-0 on 74. 3 minutes later, we concluded with a second goal. Elliot Bolton, the scorer. Knight into the area, cuts it back. Bolton's waiting in the D, just sizes it up and puts it away. 2-0 win against Havant and Waterlooville. Then we went on and beat Salisbury 3-2. And a bit of a concern here is because we seem to be giving away goals later in the game, which is really, really annoying. As you'll see in this one, we had a good lead, 3-0 lead at half-time, and then 65 and 69 capitulated, gave away goals. And I don't know whether it's when we get tired or what's going on, but we start to leak goals. Brandon Goodship getting the first goal in this game. Solanke, Williams, Harris crosses it into the area. Goodship, the scorer on that one. And then Teddy Howe getting us a second just 5 minutes later. Harris crosses it in deep. Goodship heads it down. Teddy Howe puts it into the back of the net. 2-0 then, going into half-time. And Cameron Cooper making us look very, very good. And we were very good in this first half. Lovely through ball by Williams to Cooper. And there we go. It's a 3-0 at half-time. And then they, as I say, inside 4 minutes, really give us a bit of a restless time heading into the end of that game. But we did manage to squeeze through 3-2. Right, before we progress any further, there's other little bit of news that I think I ought to tell you, and that is transfer news, because we have been active in the transfer. Go back to that one a minute. You will notice that Toure Williams, he's leaving us at the end of the season. He's out of contract, and basically he's decided that he can earn more money, and he's going to W Connection. Not quite sure where W Connection is, but do we know? Oh, he's in Trinidad and Tobago. So he's going home, basically. He's going back to whence he came, and who can blame him, really? So Toure Williams is going there, so he will be leaving us. We'll be looking for another midfielder at the end of the season. Bit of a shame, but there it is. He wouldn't stay based on the fact that we couldn't basically offer him the wages. £1,200, I think he's earning. The other thing that has happened is Leo Hamlin. I'm not sure if he went at the end of the last episode. He's gone to Hamilton Waterlooville. Nick Zach has left us for Motor Lublin for 3.7 thousand. So we've got a little bit of money in the transfer budget. But we have brought in a couple of players. Eddie Breary. He's a 20-year-old goalkeeper. He's come in. He's on loan from Oxford United for the season. He stacks up quite well. Second in command to Teddy Can, really, but he does have potential. So try before you buy. But in the pecking order, we'll get ahead of Michael Kelly. So we'll see how he does. He's got a couple of things that don't quite stack up, but we'll see how he goes. And the other person that's literally come in hasn't played for us yet. Ben Blythe. He's a central defender. And just comes in to shore up that a little bit. His heading's not fantastic. His jumping reach is not too bad. His tackling's okay. So he is slightly better than Spencer Spurway. So yeah, just hedging our bets a little bit. But Charlie Rowan probably isn't the best at the back there. And we don't know what's going to happen with Harvey Slade either. So the opportunity arose. He was on, we had him on trial, and we decided to bring him in. Financially, we have reduced our overspend. It was a 10,500, something like that, but we have reduced it. And the goodness of the fact that the goalkeeper is on no money. It's taken a bit of wages, so we're only £400 overspent now on that, but the old bank balance looking quite healthy at the moment by virtue of the FA Cup run, which brought in about £200,000, which is rather good. Right, back to where we were then, having a look at these games. As I said, leaking goals at the back, not good. And it was a classic against Farnborough Town. Melvin Lambert's got a bit umpty. We've basically said to him, right, we'll give you more game time, Nahum. But you've got to basically get over a 7 rating in the games. If you don't get over a 7 rating, you're on your bike, mate. So after having that conversation with him, he went and did this. Rowan through to Knight. Knight finds Goodship. Goodship threads it through Melvin Lambert. Melvin Lambert chips the goalkeeper, makes it 1-0 on 11 minutes. And we were looking good. And then he made it even better on 33 minutes. Rowan to Harris, Knight, and would like to see that again, because Melvin Lambert putting that away for his second of the game, our second, and well, that was looking really good. I'm just going to show you that again, because I'm going to pause it just as Knight gets that ball. Now watch what Knight does here. The defender is sort of coming up behind him and potentially would block off his run here. But you watch what Knight does. Knight, when he thinks he's going to catch the ball and then play it inside, Knight steps over the ball. The defender's stopped. Look, the defender here has stopped, thinking he's going this way. But no, Knight has squeezed his way through the pair of them, crosses it in, and Melvin Lambert. So really, Knight made that goal, and splendid it was too. It was a bit short-lived. James Roberts gets a penalty on 39 minutes, makes it 2-1 at half-time. And then it was 2-2 on 59 minutes. James Roberts getting the equaliser, and parity was restored, which was rather annoying. But Melvin Lambert hadn't finished. Prescott with a throw into Petit. Evans out to Prescott. Prescott down this wing, crosses it in. Melvin Lambert at the near post just rifles it into the back of the net. 3-2 at this point. And then on 82 minutes, this happened. Solanke comes into the area, crosses it into the box, and a complete mix-up in defence. Melvin Lambert makes profit, and it's 4-2. Game over. It's on 82 minutes. What do? We did our usual. We shut down, closed all the gaps up, and all the rest of it. And then Nuachaku scored 2 goals in injury time. I'm going to show you them because they're really annoying. This guy, Murrah, he was absolutely dead on his legs. You wouldn't have thought so, would you? Ball in, and Nuachaku getting that one away. And then with 6 minutes of added time, this happened. Hurahan, who'd come on in that front bit, and our defending had just gone basically to sleep. We'd given up. I think on 4-2, we thought, wow, we've got this one. We can we can do whatever we want now. And it all went to pot. Wealdstone, the last game of the 4, and it was 35 minutes. Cam Cooper getting us underway. It was a throw-in. It was headed down by Solanke. Bolton over the top. Cooper bringing it down nicely. Cooper lashing it into the back of the net. But Baptiste having no chance at all. A second goal from the penalty spot for Tyler Frost on 37 made it 2-0 at half-time. And Cam Cooper rounding it up 3-0 on 72 minutes. Sorry, 70 minutes. I was telling lies. Crossed it in. And the defender missing out, Cooper not. And there it was. But again, gave away a penalty in injury time. Why? I don't know. Absolute madness. 10 shots, 6 on target, 62% of the possession in that one. We didn't look at the other stats, did we? Very quickly. 49% of the possession, 24 shots, 13 on target. I mean, we should have romped that game. Just crazy game, that one. Salisbury. Can I have the stats, please? There we go. Eventually there. 15 shots, 5 on target, 2.48, 68% of the possession. And the game against Hamilton Waterlooville was 12 shots, 6 on target, 53%. So stats-wise, been reasonably positive throughout, which brings us to today's game. We'll have a look at the table in just a moment. Today's game, Slough Town, who are currently in 24th, and Dulwich Hamlet, who are in 22nd. Hopefully, we are going to pick up 6 points today because we want to cement our place at the top of the table here. Currently, we are 13 points clear of Eastbourne Borough. Everybody has played 34 games. There are 12 games left, which means there are 36 points available. 36 on 52 is 88. We need 4 more points to not end up any lower than the playoffs, or guaranteed a playoff position. But obviously a little way to go yet before we've overcome Eastbourne Borough and guarantee ourselves that promotion. But that's where we want to go today. If we can pick up 6 points today, we will be on 90 points. And there's obviously a long way to go. But I have a distinct feeling that Eastbourne Borough are going to chase us all the way. Right, time is ticking on. Let's get on with the games. And first up is the game against Slough Town. As I said, they are currently in 24th on a pretty poor run of form. If we go back to the table, let's have a quick look. Slough Town lost 5 straight. In fact, I think they've lost 8 straight. They've only won 4 games all season. Western-super-Mare, Wealdstone, Braintree and Hampton and Richmond. So they are in a bad way at the bottom of the table there. So hopefully we can pick up the points today. But as you well know, football, and especially Football Manager, is never always what you expect. And here is the team that will face Slough Town in this match day 35 here in the Vanarama National League South. And our new boys in the team today. Brary makes his, I think, his third appearance in goal since he joined us. We do have Frost on the left-hand side of our defence, but he's playing a little bit further forward. Played him in that position because I think it's Harris that has been playing in there. We've rested him a little bit, and but he's not particularly good in this back position, but can play there. Played there last time, played very well, so we're going to try him again there this time. So Frost playing a little bit further forward than the back line. Blythe comes in to make his debut in defence alongside Spurway. Prescott is making I think his second appearance since he's come back from injury, or second start since he's come back from injury on that right-hand side. And then we have Williams, Solanke and Bolton in midfield. Evans sat behind Cooper and Melvin Lambert up front. I think, does he prefer to be a shadow striker? We'll put him as a shadow striker for now. And then on the bench, we have Slade, Howe, Knight, Vice and Goodship. And here we are. As I said, they've lost all their last 5 games. They're playing a 4-2-3-1 today, and they have a new manager. He's just come in. Playing our usual formation. Won 3 of our last 5, drawn 1 and lost 1. We're currently top on 84. Slough bottom on 15 points. Good to see us back in our normal kit today. And they have a corner. Dice with the corner. It's headed out. And a cleared shot goes over the top. A free kick. McGlinchey has a shot from distance. And it's gone in. His first goal of the season. Why does that always happen? You know, they don't score all season, but they score against us. And Brary did nothing. Just watched it. A shot round the wall. And he was lucky coming off the post. But Brary thought he was going wide, I think. And we have a free kick. We're literally on the edge of half-time. Evans with the free kick. He's come back off the woodwork. But we're not as lucky as they were. And half-time has arrived. And, well, yes. It's typical, isn't it? They've had 6 shots, 2 on target. We've had 3 shots, just 2 on target. Slightly better on the XG. And 57% of the possession, but that free kick on 27 minutes has thwarted us for the time being. We need to do something at half time. And with 60 minutes on the clock, making our first change, Melvin Lambert, after scoring those 4 goals in a previous game, seems to have gone off the boil again. We've replaced him with Goodship, our only change for now. 62 minutes on the clock. A throw in on that far side. Spurway. Blythe. Well, first time we've seen him, really. Blythe. Bolton to Williams. Williams, Evans, Cooper. And lost it in the tackle. Spurway comes back to tidy up. Solanke, and it's a poor ball. Oh, and a good job. The striker couldn't score. Platt, I think it was. Spurway, what the heck are you doing? Saw Solanke, didn't see Platt. Rogers with a throw in, Platt. And I think they're playing up with a new manager, that's for sure. Spurway, let's hope he doesn't make another mistake. He's got Blythe there to his left. Williams through to Evans. Now this looks a bit more promising. Evans on his own. Crossing. Goodship misses the post. It was looking promising up until then. Evans got into the area. Goodship positioned himself central. Prescott with a throw-in on that far side to Goodship. Back to Prescott. Spurway. Prescott. We haven't seen him doing those runs since he's come back from injury. Spurway has Blythe. To his left, Bolton. Williams out wide to Frost on this wing. Frost crosses in, and Cooper can't even hit the target now. That's 2 chances we've had just recently gone begging. Lovely ball in. And Cooper just couldn't direct it. And on nearly 70 minutes, our second change of the afternoon. And we've taken off Kieran Evans and brought on Mitchell Weiss, who likes to sit behind Cooper and Goodship. Let's hope he can do the business. And with 78 minutes on the clock, making our final change, Tom Solanke, who's not had such a good day today. He's come off. And we've replaced him with Joe Knight as we go in search of this equalising goal. A win, at the moment, I think eludes us unless we can score 2 in very quick succession. They have a throw-in on this near side, Reynolds. And we're in sort of, I say, trouble. If they score again, we've had it. And trying to keep them at bay. That ball out there, oh, and a penalty's been given. And was that the goalkeeper? No, it's Prescott. And this could be our death knell. It is. Brary can't save that. And I think Brary's days are numbered in goal. I think it's switched back to Can. Not that Can scored it, saved any penalties. That one pretty much down the middle if he'd stood still. Ball out to Frost. Frost finds Knight, who's come on as substitute in that midfield. Goodship to Prescott. Prescott now. Can he do Prescott things? He can. But Goodship can't get it in. We've not been good enough up front there. And it looks like our episode hoodoo continues. 3 episodes on a row that we get double losses. And this time against 2 relegation teams, I will not be happy. Frost is going to be a short corner to Weiss. Weiss, Knight into the area, but it's well defended. In fact, has a penalty been given? A penalty has been given. Quite sure what happened there. We'll go back and have a look in a minute just to confirm. Frost scored last time out on the penalties, put it in the top corner this time, and we have got a goal back and time to get a second. Goalkeeper going the right way. Top corner, he put it. But it was too little, too late. It was only but a consolation. And to be honest, we've been out, well, just couldn't put our chances away. We've had 5 shots on target, and Goodship and Cam Cooper up front really not doing the business today. 13 shots, 5 on target, 2.99, 57% of possession. All stacks up well. Should have beaten the bottom side, but football and Football Manager have conspired against us. And you'll be shouting, saying that I've been fixing it offline. I promise you I haven't. But once again, our on-episode hoodoo continues. So that loss has meant we've lost a little bit of ground to Eastbourne Borough. And, well, really annoying, really annoying. 84 points. They are on 74. Still a gap of 10 points. 3 wins. But if we continue to lose like we've been losing, then that's not good. That's the 5th game this season we've lost. Slough Town, Braintree, Billericay Town, Bath City, all teams with B. What's going on here? Braintree, both games. Actually lost both games to them. Billericay Town, Bath City, Slough's the only team that hasn't got a B in it. So maybe there's something there. I don't know what it is. But yes, not good, is it? So the rest of the results are obviously Eastbourne Borough have beat Weston-super-Mare 3-2. Bath City also winning 2-1 against Wealdstone, and Southend beating Maidstone United by 4. So all the teams immediately below us winning. What about Worthing? Can we see Worthing? Where are Worthing? They lost to our second opponents of the episode, Dulwich Hamlet. There you go, in the relegation zone. That's a thing. Dulwich Hamlet will be wanting to beat us, because if they can beat us, there's an opportunity that they might. I don't think they will, actually, because goal difference. But it will mean that they're closer to that safety point. Hungerford Town on the trapdoor on 34 points. They're on 31, so a win would do them good. Slough Town, of course. Yeah, that I don't want to keep harping on that. Right, we'll come back in just a moment. We'll keep chubbing away, and if there's any news ahead of the Dulwich Hamlet game, I'll let you know. Well, this just goes to underline our superiority in that last game, and how we lost that, I'm not too sure. Both goals scored against the run of play. They had about 15 minutes of the whole match when they had pretty much the 5 minutes of it, but we had all the rest and just couldn't put our chances away, simply. Well, there is nothing else to report, so it's on to the Dulwich Hamlet game. 22nd in the table, Dulwich Hamlet winning their last game, of course, as we saw. They have a number of players out. Callum Keeley is doubtful. Chimazezi is out with a hamstring strain, and Miguel Scala out with a pulled knee ligament. We've got full fettle. This Tarek Awakwi is he's basically on trial, so we're not affected by him. So we have a full squad to pick from. Can we go and get a win? We'd be good to get a win in an episode. And this is the team that will face Dulwich Hamlet in this Vanarama National League South match day 36. A win today to put that hoodoo to bed would be rather splendid. Can returns to goal after our new goalkeeper, Barreri. He's not done much. Yeah, so his loan might not go on beyond the end of the season. Harris comes back in on the left-hand side in place of Frost, who drops to the bench. Blythe continues alongside Spurway. Howe comes in place of Prescott, who is dropped from the squad today. He's just rested, needs a little bit of rest, so we've rested him. Solanke, Knight and Williams are midfield today. Elliot Bolton is on the bench. Vice starts behind Cooper and Goodship up front. And then we have Slade, Frost, Bolton, Evans and Melvin Lambert on the bench. And so here we are back at the Bob Lucas, having lost that last match. We need to put ourselves right. And hopefully we can get a result today to keep that up at the front, because Eastbourne Borough aren't going to give up. 4-2-3-1 they are playing today. We are top on 84. Dulwich Hamlet is 22nd on 31 points. As we know, makes absolutely no difference whatsoever. Dulwich Hamlet have started the better in this half, but that cut out by Howe. Vice finds Solanke as we come on an attack. Solanke finds Cooper out to Harris, who's out wide. Harris, can he cross this ball into the area? He can! Oh, and it's Cam Cooper getting his 30th of the season. And that's a bit more like it. 14 minutes, we're a goal to the good. Doing what we couldn't do in the last match against Slough for some unearthly reason. But we've managed to do it. Lovely ball in. Cam Cooper directing it into the back of the net. Howe with a free kick on that far side to Williams. Williams finds Solanke. Solanke to Vice. And it nearly lost it, but Williams won it back. Howe into the area. Howe now has a shot. It's gone in. And Teddy Howe gets his 6th of the season. And on 16 minutes, we are 2 up. 2 goals in as many minutes. And, well, doesn't make any sense, really. Harris with a throw in on his near side to Solanke. 19 minutes on the clock. It's into the area and a penalty's been given. And we could go 3 up here. Chambers on Williams. And who's going to take it? It's Teddy Howe. Teddy Howe, it's been saved. I think Teddy Howe might have missed the last one that he took as well. Harris with a corner now. An in-swinger to the near post, but Roberts there to head it clear. Vice back out to Harris. Harris Vice, it's come off the woodwork and it's gone in. Cam Cooper with his 31st of the season. Fell nicely to Cam Cooper after it came Vice hitting the woodwork. And Cam Cooper profited from it. Very short ball and headed clear, but Harris and Vice working well together. Come back off the post. And Cooper, almost like falling backwards, put that in the back of the net. Harris with a throw-in on this near side. Long throw, but a bit wayward. Nobody there. And need to try and cut this ball out. And they're moving it around nicely, but give up there. Vice, good ship getting in the way. I'm not sure why he got in the way. Cam Cooper to Blythe. Blythe to Knight. Knight to Williams. Williams has Howe out wide. Howe into the area now. Howe cuts it back and it's Toure Williams who was coming on to it. 6th goal of the season for him, and just before half time we go 4-0 up. They made a substitution as well. We'll check that out in a moment. Howe, Williams, they were queuing up for it, and defenders split there, and look at them, 4 players really in the way there. And half time arrives. No more highlights. It was Barze that was injured, which is why they made the substitution. So they've had 8 shots, 2 on target, 0.69, 40% of the possession. We've had 11 shots, 7 on target, of which 4 of them have been goals. 2.82, 60% of the possession. That's a bit more like it. That's the sort of form that we should have been in against Slough as well. Harris with a throw-in on that far side, and Knight, I'm not sure if that ball eluded him or what was going on there, but Joe Knight has a shot. Oh my goodness me, 9th goal of the season, and Knight, man, you might well do a cartwheel. Joe Knight gets our 5th of the day, and I think we've sort of taken it out on Dulwich Hamlet, given that we didn't get that win against Slough, and the boys have, and with 60 minutes on the clock, making our first change, we've taken off Brandon Goodship. He's not done too bad today, but we thought we'd give Melvin Lambert another run out, and he's got a good half an hour to try and show his worth in this game, and he's on in place of Goodship. And with 75 minutes on, nearly 76 minutes on the clock, making our final 2 changes, we have taken off Spencer Spurway, who's had a few games run now, and he's picked up a yellow card and not playing particularly well today. Harvey Slade comes on and replaces him alongside Blythe, and we've made 1 change in midfield. Elliot Bolton comes on in place of Tom Solanke, and I think what we may well do is swap these 2 around. Elliot Bolton, is he better as? He's better as... What's he better as? Defensive midfielder. All right, we'll set him as a ball-winning midfielder on defend. Yeah, no, sorry, on support. That's what we want to do. There we go, sorted. That's all our changes made. A corner, Vice with a corner, an in-swinger, swung in, goalkeeper misses it, and it's Blythe, heads it back across. Harvey Slade, who's just come on, scoring from that one, and I missed how many goals he scored this season, but it'll come up on your screens. And Harvey, well, it wasn't Blythe, actually, it was Slade. And we are in the 2nd minute of added time, 5 added on. Melvin Lambert, Cooper, Howe, who's had a good game out here today. Howe, what's he going to do? Looking for support, but crosses it deep. Goalkeeper's there. Can only punch it as far as Bolton. Bolton, we know, likes to hit them from the outside, but I don't think he's going to this time. Harris. It's Blythe there. Blythe finds Williams. Williams and Howe in space. Howe tries to cross it in. It's gone in for our 7th. Mitchell Vice, his 20th of the season. And I feel sorry for Dulwich Hamlet, because that loss against Slough, we have taken it out on them. And I mean, taken it out on them. But it does mean that we aren't going to have a double loss on the 3rd episode in a row. And goodness me. question of offside, I think. Ooh, might have been. But there it is. It's all over. 15 shots, 10 on target, 3.54 on the XG, 58% of the possession. They had 12 shots, just 2 on target, 0.93 and 42% of the possession. 7 goals and a clean sheet. And, well, the only thing that didn't happen was Cam Cooper scoring a hat-trick. But apart from that, it was comprehensive day at the office. Teddy Howe getting a 9.8, and he did. I said he had a good game out there, and did he have a good game out there? 2 assists, a goal, 5 key passes, and 2 clear-cut chances created. Player of the match. Well, there's still no sign of Eastbourne Borough letting up yet in their quest to try and catch us. We just need to stay in front of them. 10 points still the gap. But of course, with those 7 points, we've increased our goal difference at the top as well. Just need to see them slip up at some point or other. Do we play them? We'll check in a minute whether we play them or not. Bath City. Bath City, they won 2-1 to Slough Town. We couldn't get past them, but they could. Southend, they have not played today. Southend, they did play. They lost to Worthing, just below them by a 1-0. So Southend losing. Torquay United are there. They drew 2-2 with Farnborough. Maidstone United suddenly reappearing in this top 7. And Maidstone, they're beating Weston-super-Mare by 3-0. And Hemel Hempstead Town, they drew 1-1 with Wealdstone. So that's how the top looks at the moment. In the bottom, Salisbury, Dulwich Hamlet, Hampden and Richmond, and Slough Town as it currently stands. So all to play for at that end of the table as well as at the top, with just 9 games to play in 27 points available. And at the moment, I can tell you we are guaranteed a playoff place. So that is open to us, a playoff place. And we won't finish any lower than 7th, but we've got to go bang in order to end up in 7th, I think. We should start now to tick off these teams. In fact, I don't think we can finish any lower than 6th as it currently stands. 27 points would be 87. So 6th is the worst case scenario. In fact, 5th probably at the moment is the worst case scenario. And as I say, as we hopefully, if we start to keep chugging away, start to tick off these places. And obviously, if we did finish in the playoffs, we would want to finish either 2nd or 3rd, because that means that we don't have to play the initial round of games. Right, that leaves us. We are going to come back. I'm tempted to come back. Where are we? Southend are currently in 4th, aren't they? Weston-super-Mare in 10th. We want to come back for Eastbourne Borough as well. It's going to be a difficult one. In a way, we really want to come back and play the teams near the top, because they are the intriguing games at the moment. And as we start to Hemel Hempstead, we do play. We did say that we need to sort of like thingy with them, so that's going to be an interesting match. So it could be Hemel Hempstead and Eastbourne Borough. So this is tricky. How are we going to do this? We may well come back for Southend and Weston-super-Mare. I think then we'll give Dartford and Truro City a miss. Maybe play those 3: Dartford, Truro City, and Chelmsford offline. Come back for Hemel Hempstead and Eastbourne Borough, because we will be getting to the rub end of this season, and somewhere along here we will achieve, hopefully, at least a playoff place, but promotion to the National League. And we don't want to miss out the game that actually gets us there, do we? And the celebrations to boot. If you've enjoyed today's episode, leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top and our other series, Irons in the Fire. If you've not watched that yet, go and watch it. You'll find it in the playlist. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know how you think this series is going and what you'd like to see me to do on other series at some time in the cycle of FM24. And don't forget, new episodes of Bottom to the Top released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. The best way of keeping up to date what's happening on this channel is to follow me on X, formerly known as Twitter, at JustOffsideFM. Thank you for watching. I hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 21. It's out on Friday. Until then, and apologies for it being late today. See you next time. Bye-bye.